I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I promise to do my best to treat everyone fairly. I promise to do my best to be kind to everyone, even if they are not like me. If I see someone being hurt or bullied, I will tell a teacher. Everyone should be able to feel safe and happy in school. I want our school to be no place for hate.
Did you know
Jiu-Jitsu is an Olympic sport from Japan.
Hi friends, welcome back to the National Portrait Gallery. If you remember, you visited this museum 2 times this school year from your classroom, and we talked about portraits. So I have a question for you. What is a portrait? If you said a portrait is an artwork of a person, you're correct. So here you'll see many of the portraits that we talked about in your classroom. And friends, I have a special assignment for you. I would like for you to create a self-portrait. A self-portrait is a portrait that is of yourself. So I would like for you to think about how you would use a portrait to help tell your story and the things that you like to do for fun. So I'm going to share with you 5 clues that help tell your story. The first is pose. If you remember, we talked about how Abraham Lincoln was a president who thinks, and we could tell that through his body language or pose. What will your pose be in your portrait? The second clue is facial expression. That means what the person's doing with their face. Will you smile confidently at the camera like ingenuity, or will you have a different facial expression to show how you're feeling that day? Next is the background or setting. This means what's behind you in your portrait. You might choose a place that is important to you, just like Julie Packard chose to have her portrait in an aquarium where she works. Next up is clothing. This means what you're wearing in your portrait. You might wear clothing that's important to you, like Lin-Manuel Miranda wearing a costume important to him and his musical Hamilton. The last clue we'll talk about today is objects. That means the things that people are holding in their portraits. You might hold a tennis racket like Arthur Ashe to show a sport that you like to play, or you might hold something else. All of these clues come together to help build your self-portrait. So I want to ask you, what story will you tell with your self-portrait? I'd love to see. Thanks again, and hope to see your self-portraits.
All-Stars, be sure to upload your self-portraits on your Seesaw activity. For interested pre-K participants, talk with Mrs. Bergen.
All-Stars.